So this is a topic I think startups and venture capitalists don't really like to talk about, but I can't help but think about this, which is like, what's the end game? Like, what are we all doing and trying to do here? And I want to caveat, like, a lot of my friends or colleagues who are venture capitalists, like very, nice people, they mean super well and so forth. But I can't help but think that the end game is that no one has a job. And what I mean by that is that we've created inventions that either in form of robotics, AI, other emerging technologies where no one ever needs to do anything again. Society as we know it just will run sort of through automation. And that's kind of interesting, I can't think of another way in terms of when I see the Wall Street Journal post, it'd be like, oh, this is a disaster. Like, they're going to morally corrupt children by injecting AI in schools. And, what are we doing to the workforce? They're like decimating workforce. And I'm like, I think that's the goal. It's not maybe explicitly said, but if the goal is to just optimize for as much money revenue generation as possible to have the highest gross revenue to the lowest cost possible, that's kind of the post-capitalism at its finest, right? And I think it's interesting where a lot of people's post-apocalyptic scenarios of society is like World War III, or we're in some desolated wasteland out there. And I think for me, probably the most likely, if this future is ever realized, is and I think we're kind of already realizing it, it's just wealth disparity. That truly the 0.0001 or whatever percent really control everything, because at that point, when you've had technology that can basically do everything, they're going to be owned by a select number of companies. I don't think that there'd be a true monolith. I don't think a single entity will own everything. I think there'll be multiple entities, but those multiple entities are so far and few in between. We're already seeing it right now with the Fortune, the FANG companies and so forth, that they will just continue to grow and grow in wealth, and the rest of the world will just become, I don't know what you call it, indentured servants, for lack of a better word, or whatever post-capitalistic society looks like when people don't really have jobs, but they need to make up something for them to do to pay. And there's a whole financial thing that I'm not going to get into, but I'm curious for other VC folks on TikTok, what are your guys' opinion on this? Maybe that's not the end game. Maybe that's not ultimately what will happen. But anyways, these are just some random start of the week musings.